Hey, graduates, my friends, how are you? This is Jeff Yalden, your teen life coach. You've got questions, I've got answers. Hey, for one of the first years in a long time, I haven't been asked to do a commencement talk this year, so I figured if you're not going to invite me to be at your commencement, then I'm going to come and I'm going to sling it your way from here in the computer. I want to give a shout out to my friends at Morgan High School in McConnellsville, Ohio. You had one student that we were hoping that was going to graduate, and if he was going to graduate, I was going to be your commencement speaker. It came down to that student staying in school, giving his very best effort, and I'm so proud of you, Sam. I think you've done a great job. I understand you just need a couple more weeks, but man, I could be more proud of you, so I hope we keep in touch. All right, listen, so I want to give you my top 10 tips for college graduates. Number one, I think you should go to college and further your education. I say this with an asterisk because the one question I'm asking is college today and the degree you receive, is it worth the value of education is today? I don't know. I'm kind of having a question because the bottom line is simply this. Going to college and simply getting a degree doesn't mean that you're set up for the future and jobs and all that. So I want to kind of make this really simple. I think going to college and getting a degree is just going to keep you out there in the mix of people looking for jobs. But a couple thoughts I want to reiterate to you. Number one, don't pay too much for your college education. If you can go to college and go to a community college and get those general classes out of the way, I think you're going to be ahead of the game. Unless you're looking for a specialized major, then you're going to have to go to a specialized school, get that specialized degree. I'm talking about maybe simply you want to be an attorney or a vet, you want to work in the medical field, you know what I'm talking about. I think the biggest thing I want to try and reemphasize, avoid student loans as much as you can. I know many of you don't have the funds to pay for it yourself, but I think there's nothing wrong with getting a job and putting yourself through college, but let's try and keep the costs low. What am I saying? Spend less than what you earn because the key in life is to not have debt. Another thing I want to share with you is simply that know that a college degree doesn't assure you success in the real world. Just because you have a degree doesn't make you any better than anybody else. But you're looking at life and you got to put yourself in the game. So I think one way to stay in the game, go to college, get a degree. Another thing I want to share with you is it's simply not about you, baby. It ain't about you. In the real world, employees don't care if you're happy. Employees don't care about how much money you make. Employees, they don't care what you think. They don't care about anything that has to do with you. What is important to an employee? Profit. And you have to make that company profit. You have to be able to pay your seat. You have to make the company more money than what the company is paying you. And if you can't do that, hey man, you're without a job. They're going to pass you over. Third thing, you got to create personal value within yourself. So I'm simply going to say this. In high school, you compared yourself to other people. You didn't like you. You didn't think you were pretty. You didn't think you were talented. You didn't think you had the ability to do this or do that. Get over it. Get over yourself now and start creating value within yourself because the company cares about what you bring to the table. That's the bottom line. You've got to create more money for the company than what you cost the company. Because when you do that, you're going to be bringing value to the workplace. If you don't have value, you're going to get passed over. And the company doesn't care that your mom and dad think you're special, and the company doesn't want your mom and dad calling the company saying that they did wrong by firing you. You think they care? Congratulations on graduating from high school. Now you're in the real world, baby. Fourth thing I want to share with you, responsibility. I know when you were growing up, you didn't have much responsibility. Your mom and dad probably put gas in the car. Your mom and dad probably paid for the insurance, bought your computer. They pay for your iPhone. They pay for you to go out. They pay for this. They pay for that. It's about to change now. You see, if you don't accept responsibility today in your life, you'll never know what responsibility is about tomorrow. So whatever happens in your life, whether it be the results, your success, your happiness, your health, your prosperity, relationships, it all comes down to one thing: your responsibility to the situation in life. Do good in things, you're going to get credit. Do bad in things, you're going to get the blame. That's the bottom line. Be responsible and put the responsibility back where it belongs. Number 5, respect people. You respect people, they're going to respect you. Respect your company and your employer enough to show up on time. Respect the people enough to show up when you say you're going to show up. Be where you should be, doing what you should do at the time you should be doing it. Respect your coworkers and respect your customers because they're the ones that pay you. Number 6, clearly define priorities in life. Your time, your money, and your priorities go to what is important to you. So if you think looking pretty is important, then you're probably going to spend a lot of your money shopping or at the mall. If you think financial security is important to you, you're probably going to find time to save some of your money so that when you retire, you're going to have money invested. Learn to live on less than what you earn. Number 7, work hard and be great. That's it. Work harder than your friends and be better than them. It's not about a passion. You can be as passionate as you want. I know people that are passionate but suck at what they do, so it doesn't matter that they're passionate because they suck and they're not bringing value. You don't get paid to be happy on the job. You're paid to do your job perfectly, and if you don't do your job perfectly, and if you don't show up on time, and if you suck, you're going to get passed over and fired, and nobody cares. So you're going to have to start really focusing and doing the right thing. Work hard at what you're good at, not what you aren't good at. You can't work hard and not be good because then you suck and you're working too hard. Well, what does that do? Nothing. Number 8, change your attitude. Change your attitude immediately. Lose your ego. Open up your heart. I'm going to share with you 3 things I think you need every single day when you lay your head in the pillow. Because there's going to come a time when you're going to be 41 years old like me, a fat, bald guy. You'll have hair growing in places you don't want it to grow, but wish hair was growing in places it ain't growing. And ladies, don't worry about your boobs because you're going to become 41 years old and they're going to drop right down on the floor. But the bottom line for every one of us, we go to bed at night, we wake up the next day, and we go about our business. And you repeat. And there's 3 things you want to know. Number 1 is your life meaningful. Number 2 is your life fulfilling. Number 3 is your life rewarding. And if you can't answer yes to them, you got to work on your purpose in life. Your goals aren't big enough. You're lazy. You're just meandering through life and everyone is walking past you. Get focused, man. Number 9, seek the advice and wisdom from those people that have experience. Lose your ego and open your heart to people that have walked before you. Old people. Go to old people. And they'll talk about the things that they've been through. I mean, think about it. You ask an 80-year-old man or woman a question, you're going to get a 2-minute answer filled with 60 years of books they've read, people they've met, experiences and successes that they've had in their life, jobs they've had. Go to people that have been there and listen more than you talk. Seek their wisdom, seek their experience. For that is what really education is all about. You see, number 1 was a college education. And I simply just said to you, go to college and further your education. But the reality is, having a college degree just means that you're capable of learning. The end result is, what did you learn? I hope you enjoyed my time, and I'm going to give you a bonus. Remember the 4 T's. Take time to think. Because one thing I've come to learn is your success in life has nothing to do with you having great ability or great intelligence, but it has everything to do with the choices you make every day and the attitude you have. I'm Jeff Yalden, and I'm sorry I didn't get to come to your commencement, but I congratulate you on graduating, and I welcome you to the big world. Now go out there and kick some ass.